Hello, my dibble. Figured I'd go early because I don't want to wait 2 more minutes and you're already here. So, bye. Yeah, they're gonna get hit hard in Florida. Definitely. It's not gonna be pretty. And usually hurricanes miss my little corner, but this thing's huge and looks like it's gonna cover pretty much the whole state. So hopefully it'll be down to a tropical storm or lower by the time it gets to South Carolina. Hey, TG. Dibble was looking for you. But yeah, I hope none of our people in Florida float away or get hurt or any of that. Hope everybody stays safe. Hey, Bubby. It's a scary thing. And it's not just the hurricanes because they got to watch out for tornadoes spawning off too. I know Donna had mentioned that oh, where her son is, they've had tornadoes. Oh yeah, definitely going to be a lot of flooding because it's just dumping rain, dumping water by the bucket load. And it's slowing down. I mean, it's slowed down, so it increased in intensity. Yeah, they had said that the Ian's eye was like 30 miles wide. That's huge for a storm. That's just the eye is 30 miles wide. I do know a guy named Ian that lives in um, Florida too. But yeah, I mean, it's massive. I really hope I don't lose power here. I mean, everybody's like, oh, I'm stock up on water, stock up on batteries, and this, that, and the other. Yeah, when you don't have the money, you can't do that. And they're like, evacuate if you can. Yeah, the people that are all into that are the people that have their own transportation. Because I know if I had to be evacuated and someone had to come here to get me, they don't take your pets, which means I would not be going. Because if I'm going to die, I'm doing it with my dog. I'm not letting her die alone. Thank you. A lot of shelters won't allow animals, so. Yep. Yeah, I know there are a lot of places that had mandatory evacuations in Florida, and there's just hopefully that situation doesn't come up for me because there's just no way I could go. You know? Yep. Hell, I don't have up-to-date shot records for me, let alone my pet. Yeah. So I would not be going. So. So it's made landfall already, right? In Florida. I got all these. I click on I go to Google and I do Ian Tracker and I got shit from anywhere from 26 minutes ago to 13 hours ago to 3 days ago. What is that going to do me any good? The hell, 7 hours ago. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I know, Dibble. So, but I mean, if I lose power, what food I do have in the fridge and freezer will go bad. But I have peanut butter and I have bread. I have 2 loaves of bread, and I'll probably have 1 loaf of bread by the time the storm hits me. It's supposed to hit South Carolina in what, Sunday, I think, between Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yep, it's already one, TG. It's already causing a lot of problems. Trying to click on something that doesn't have video because it's a pain in the ass to get stopped when you're trying to read something. Come on. No, the Orlando thing does not need to know where I am. Shut off location. What the hell? All right, this was supposed to be accurate as of like 26 minutes ago. So as of 2 p.m., Ian remains an extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane, just 2 miles per hour shy of a Category 5, and its eye wall was moving onshore near Fort Myers. I mean, eye wall, which is the wall of the eye of the storm, which means they've already gotten the hurricane itself is already hitting the land. I hate it when they make it sound like it's not dangerous until the eye wall is there. Wrong. All the winds and shit come before the eye wall. Yeah, Debbie. I mean, the outer bands are what's the most important. Is when do the outer bands hit the state? Not the eye wall, because I mean, thanks for letting me know when we're about to have calm weather for a little bit until the other side comes in. But oh, that's good. Yeah, I hope things work out for you, Bobby. Although, humans are amazingly adaptable, so although it's frustrating, you will find a way around it. I'm glad that Todd doesn't have to work like he did with his other job. Victoria was saying this morning he'll be able to be home with her. So she was nervous about going through the hurricane by herself. So I'm glad that where he's working now doesn't make him be out on the job. Victoria's worrying about trees falling on the house and smushing her. So I sent her water wings and a helmet. Hey, fix it, lady. Listed some stuff, sold some stuff, worked in the yard, and took Uncle to MRI. Nice. I managed to get Dibble's label printed today. Yeah. And then I started to do Kathy's and couldn't find her address anywhere. I was like, wait, haven't I sent Kathy stuff before? And I could have sworn I did, but it's not saved anywhere. And I'm like, what the hell? Because usually with Pirate Ship, I just start putting someone's name in and it will pop up with choices. And I'm like, So I hit it back out of that. And I'm gonna have to get her address from her. And then I started to do Donna's. And I was in the middle of putting the information in for Donna's label when my mom's like, okay, let's get started on what you needed to do in your room. And I'm like, fuck. So we were in here for an hour. And then she's like, okay, I guess I gotta go. And I'm like, what the hell? And my hands were on fire by the time we were done because I was going through things and boxes. We did get through um, 2 small totes and 3 boxes. So I now have a clear spot in the corner over there where I had the leaning tower of crap. So now it won't fall and block my door, which is what I was concerned about. But I was not expecting her to just jet out the door. So I hate apartments. Absolutely hate it. I do not like living that close to other people, and I do not like other people that close to me. Yeah, it's just called maintenance for everything. It's great if they actually do their job. Huh. None of the apartment buildings I ever lived in, the maintenance people or maintenance companies ever did their job correctly. We would have to wait forever to get anything fixed. And our neighbors were always assholes. People in the whole building were just rude to each other. I just, no. I do not like apartments at all. Hey, Jabby. So, yeah, you got lucky, Debbie. I just don't like people that close to me. It bugs me. I mean, I'm empathic and I pick up all kinds of crap when I'm in an apartment building. I don't like it. Oh, look, it's the mother of all things good with Boston Terriers. Hi, Pam. Oh, you guys will never believe what we found today. And it was totally not in a box with anything I would expect it to be with. I do not know how it got in that box. I do not know why it was in that box, but my mom was helping me open a box, and bam, there was my little white drawers that had all of my solder and my bezel cups and different things that I had been missing since I got my stuff put up. So I found it all. No, not my old vibrator. My solder, and so I've got all my solder paste, my solder wire, my solder sheet. Yes, Jabby, I still have the pins. I'm so sorry it is taking so long. Was trying to do my shipping labels today, and I got dibbles done, and my mom waylaid me and was when my mom wants to do something, we do it because otherwise she throws a fit. And watching a 90-year-old woman throw a fit is not pretty. Uh, and then she left, so she just picked up my laptop and brought it back in my room. I couldn't really do anything more anyway because my hands were on fire, but hopefully next week, because next week she's going to be trying to organize my son's crap that he made a mess out of in the storage room. So that should keep her occupied. So I should be able to get my shipping labels done next Wednesday. Yeah, sorry. I don't have a lot of control over when I can do my labels and when I can't. It's kind of up to my mom and how long she'll be here, and yeah. Yeah, my middle child, my younger daughter was an infant with the apartments, and then when my son was born, and people were always bitchy, but I mean they had everybody in the building had kids, and they were running around and over my head, and banging on walls and running up and down the damn hallways. It's like the hallway is not a playground. Keep your kid inside or take him all the way outside. You know what I mean? Ugh. You know, it's like the hallways of an apartment building are not the kids' play area. This is not a common ground for playing and running around and yelling. And I mean, I'm in a house now, but I'm in like a mill neighborhood, old mill neighborhood. So the houses are pretty close together. Um, mm, Well, that depends, Bobby, because I'm sure all those people have grandkids, or some of them have grandkids, so you might still have to deal with kids running up and down the hallways. I mean, I deal with the neighbors throwing parties and stuff. Like during the summer, it's pretty much every weekend. Um, but during the week, it's pretty chill and quiet. Um, and now that the neighbor on the other side, her kids are all out of high school, they're either working or raising their babies and their baby daddies and all the whatnot. They're all pretty quiet. Although I don't know what the hell they were doing the other night, but Simi would not go to the bathroom outside. She went out there and looked right over at their yard and then ran back inside. She would not go back outside. So I don't know what they were doing, but it freaked out my dog. And yeah, yeah. Well, that would make me want no kids around me at all after being a pediatric nurse. Apparently, my before aforementioned middle child was at my mom's this past week. Hey, Stacy May. Um, and she went to pick up her picture that my mom painted, and she mentioned wanting to move back up north. I was like, her husband's apparently not working, so I guess they're just living off my daughter's income, or I don't really know the financial situation, but I do know that she can't afford to live back up in Massachusetts, that's for sure. And my mom said, yeah, she was looking in the cheapest apartment she could find was like a studio or a one bedroom for $2,000 a month. And I was like, hello. And that's in a city. It's in near Lowell. And I'm like, why the hell does she want to go back up there anyway? There's nobody up there. She's just got these over glorified memories, which are false memories of how wonderful it was when we lived up north. And apparently it's because she's wants to move up near her Aunt Candy. Yes, she has an aunt named Candy on her father's side. Uh, it's spelled with a K. And Candy married into the Colley family, which in that area was a very prestigious, wealthy family. So Kayla always got really nice gifts when it was holidays and birthdays and things like that. So she wants to go up and be near her Aunt Candy, which translated means she wants to go up and be near her Aunt Candy's money. But she said since Massachusetts looked so expensive, she was going to start looking in Connecticut, and I just started laughing because Connecticut's even more expensive than Massachusetts. I'm like, she's crazy. So she's going to do what she's going to do. She's going to be miserable and end up back down here. I mean, it boggles my mind that she would want to go back up north when there's absolutely nobody up there except for her Aunt Candy, which I don't even know if she still talks to. You know what I mean? But hey, what do I know? I'm just the incubator. So at least she's seeing my mom more often. She lived in North Carolina. She lived in Franklin, North Carolina for a long time, which is not that far from here, but nobody ever saw her. Now she's in Georgia. And Debbie, my daughter doesn't like anything. Neither one of them do. Nothing is ever good enough, or nothing will ever do. So I mean, her father's side of the family completely ignored them after we moved. It's like out of sight, out of mind. I brought the kids up north twice after we first moved here. 2 summers in a row. I brought the kids back up to Massachusetts so they could spend the summer with their grandparents. And after that, they weren't invited again. Nobody said, "Hey, come and spend time with us," or "Hey, come and do this with us." Nothing. Their father didn't want to see them. Well, he wasn't really allowed too much because he was abusive. But for some reason, she has glorified them in her head as being wonderful people. And I'm horrible. So more power to you, honey. Good luck. So, I didn't move out of Massachusetts to get away from the family. I moved away for, serious reasons. And I told them that. And I tried to keep the lines of communication open because I didn't want my kids to be without the other half of their family, except for their father, who was a useless piece of shit that shouldn't have been taking up carbon atoms. But, the rest of the family, I tried to keep them in touch with and everything, but the rest of the family didn't give a fuck, So I can only do so much. But I'm the bad guy. So, right? You answered a dibble now. I don't know. Good luck to her, because they're not going to go back up north and live on one income. It's not going to happen. Not unless that income is raking in, 75K a year at least. Yep. So it is what it is. And I get the blame for that too because I moved them out of the state and they could have spent all that time with their family and their family who didn't give a fuck even before we moved. You know? Nope, Harry, nobody in here. Right? Shh, everybody be quiet. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I try not to stress over shit I can't control, and I know that her moving him back up there would be a mistake, but she's gonna have to learn her lessons on her own because she's 29 and I can't hold her hand. She don't even want to acknowledge me as a parent, so she'll fly or fall on her own. Hmm. Give the halo back, TG. You're a thief. My mom comes in the house talking about how this and that and the other thing are canceled and these competitions won't be happening because of the storm coming. And I'm sitting there going, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, city's competition. I'm like, "No, what competition?" My mom seems to have conversations with me that I don't know about. Um, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but apparently there was some kind of band competition in a football game, and since Sadie's in the marching band, they do competitions. Which this town is really weird. It's CEDE, Sadie, for short for Mercedes. Um, this town is very strange. They have musical competitions like band competitions that they do. I mean, internationally, they've won awards and everything else. The music aspect of this town is phenomenal. All of their football teams suck ass. They couldn't win a game if they tried. I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, everybody focuses on the music, and it's kind of like the hell with football teams. It's funny. Yeah, there are no accents over it though, just CEDE. So my daughter was in marching band when she was in high school, and they won all kinds of awards and competitions and things too. So but the football team sucked. So nobody goes to the football games to actually watch the games. They go to hear the band. It's so funny. Yeah. Well, that's on it. It's Sadie. Mercedes. Sadie. But CEDE. Because that's how her name is spelled. John used to call her a Sadie Bug. I drew a picture of her name once with John was gonna get it as a tattoo. And it was the big fat like cloud letters. And then all over it I had a cat with its tail curling around the letters because Sadie was so graceful. It's amazing. And she used to move like a cat. And then because John called her Sadie Bug, I put like little ladybugs and butterflies and things like that all over it. It came out really cute. John was gonna do it as a tattoo, but he never did. So Uh-huh. Wow, I've only been live for 30 minutes. Seems like so much longer than that. All right. Yeah, he actually said hi to me a couple of times when I was moderating, and I'm just sitting there like thinking to myself, no. What, you think because I'm moderating, I suddenly have to acknowledge your existence? Watch me not do that. Because he comes into Kim's auctions when I'm moderating. He's like, hi, Kim. Hi, Chi. Hi, Kodi. And I'm like, no. Yeah, I know, Dibble. That's all right. You can go into the gutter here. We'll allow it. Got to get it out of your system somewhere, right? You lie, TG. Such a fibber. Yeah, pretty much, Dibble. Okay, I got a question for you guys. Why is it that people feel compelled to be like, hey, I subbed to you? Or hey, I gave you a thumbs up? Why do people need validation for this shit? Why? I don't get it. It's like, oh, I need credit. I need credit. I need somebody to validate my existence, to acknowledge that I subbed to them. Stop it. Uh, I mean, you've noticed that, right? It's like people will come in and, oh, I subbed to you, or, oh, I hit your thumbs up. Well, thanks for that. Who gives a fuck if you tell me or not? Just hit it and be nice. You don't have to tell me that you hit the thumbs up, or didn't hit the thumbs up, or hit the thumbs down. You don't need to tell me. You know what I mean? Dibble. And I was at Irene's MKT smartass. I was at Irene's chat, and this person came in. They're like, "Hi, my new friend," and I'm like, "Oh, here we go." And she gave them a wrench because they were, they were being all right. And they continued to put a stop emoji in, the stop sign emoji, and then kept dropping their link. And I'm like, okay, can we stop begging for subs, please? And stop dropping the stop emoji because we don't know you. You're not that important yet. Go away. And Irene finally tossed them because they came in to spam the chat to get subs. And I'm like, yeah, bye-bye. Goodbye, Felicia. So she finally booted them. And good for her for booting them. I mean, come in and have a conversation or something. You know what I mean? Let people get to know you. Yeah, Yeah, that stop emoji. It was annoying. It was very annoying. And I'm like, what the hell? Because it's like, you couldn't have a conversation because you kept getting this stop emoji thrown in your face. And then they were tossing a link. And then they're like, oh, hi, my new friend. And no, we're not friends yet. Stop that. TG, cut it out. For real. And this is why you're a fibbing Halo thief and you're not really an angel. See? Thanks for proving my point. Yeah, please support my annoying ass. Hey, Timmy. Yeah, host. Which, I mean, they are the host of the channel, but And I don't know. I don't get why people have to come in and not only spam the chat like that person did, but even if it's somebody that that you've seen in a chat before, why do you feel the need to be like, hey, I hit the thumbs up. Okay, here's your cookie. Thank you. Begging for acknowledgement or validation. It just hit the thumbs up. I don't think I've ever gone into a chat and been like, hey, I hit your thumbs up as soon as I got here. I think I did a couple of times when someone says, hey, everybody needs to hit the thumbs up. I was like, I hit it when I got here, because stop telling me what to do. You're not the boss of me. Oh, jeez, TG, seriously? I think you should send me moon pies. It's my birthday. Yeah, that's seriously needy. Go buy your own damn moon pies. Wow. I don't know. It's just the little things that annoy me, and I feel like verbalizing them because I'm cranky. I don't know. I don't feel good, so I'm just kind of like, fuck everything. I did that earlier today. The cats were annoying me. I was like, fuck yo. And I looked at the other cat and I went, and fuck you too. And the cat like looked at me like, well. The dog was over in the corner going, I'm behaving. That's your rant. The internet police that calls out the host. Okay. Well, I mean, there hadn't been cat food down for like an hour. And Marty's damn acting like she hasn't eaten in days. I'm just like, fuck you, get away from me. I'll get your food in a minute. She all up in my shit. I'm like, go away. Mm. She escaped on my mom today. My mom had to chase her around the other half of the house. I was like, she goes to pick her up. I was like, just don't put her up near your face. She'll go for your face. She goes for the eyes, man. She goes for the eyes. So yeah, because my mom's used to picking up cats and just cuddling them right next to her face. I'm like, yeah, don't do that with her. She'll try to eat your face. She does. She tries. She goes for the face. Issa found that out too. I wasn't stupid. There's a cat that bites everything that comes near it. I'm not putting that cat near my face because I'm not stupid. Issa, on the other hand, was like, oh, look at a cuddly kitty that's trying to kill me. I think I'll stick my face next to it. Yeah. Took a week for her nose to heal up. Seriously, that cat just, I don't know what it is with her and Issa, but my room looks more spacious now. I mean, we cleared out like 2 feet squared of space on my floor, which of course clears like 5 feet up and 2 feet across of space, 3 feet across. And it just, that end of my room now seems more open. And I just expanded my room by like 6 feet. It was weird. And I can't believe we found the damn solder in a box with CDs or DVDs of all things. No, CDs. There was CDs that I had burned. I don't know why. I have no idea. Oh, and I found the purse that I thought was the other purse. You guys remember when I had that purse that I said I thought was leather? But it didn't smell like leather. There was no tags in it or anything. Well, I found the purse that I thought that one was. And it's actually lambskin, and it is a patchwork. Cat, go. Go. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, princess. You got no food down there, huh? So you're going to be all up in my face until I give you food, but I can't get to the food if you're in my face. No, it wasn't Avon. Oh, you're talking about the bell sets for my phone. Will you move? Come on, go. You cats are supposed to be smart. Get your dumb ass out of my face. And then she's gonna run right back over and be in my shit. Go away. Go on. Ugh. I swear. Anybody want a cat? You can take the Killer Psycho one. She's free. Get down. Don't squeak at me. Just get down. She doesn't even meow loud. She squeaks. Ugh. So yeah, anyway, I found the purse that I thought it was because they were both like a patchwork design. And it's lambskin, so this one doesn't have any issues. So I'll be putting that up for sale too. My rant is someone leaving a comment on a video, but it's totally unrelated to the video. Someone said something that like lovely crafts you made. I don't make crafting videos. My videos are plush and other stuff. Huh. That's weird. But at least they left a comment, I guess. That's really weird. So I found some other things. I got a keychain that John had bought me. It doesn't have the keychain part of it, but it because it looks like the jump ring got pulled. But it says, "I'm not a bitch, I'm the bitch." John got me that, and it's a bottle opener. But I don't have keys, so I don't need that. I found a few rings, but these are personal use. My personal pinnacle and the wedding band that John and I have been using for a while when we were doing the whole common law thing. I did find the blue topaz and diamond ring that he got me. It's 14 karat. I was like, oh, that's what that is. Yeah, this stuff's just scattered everywhere. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to where things are. And that's usually because I don't have a lot of time to get things packed up. I found a couple more little pads of paper. I found a pack of Susie's Zoo cards. They're still sealed, so I don't know if they have any writing on the inside, but they're puppy dogs. Those are cute. Yep, Susie Zoo greeting cards. I love Susie Zoo. And it's puppy dog, and you can behind. You can see his tail, the motion thing of his tail just going crazy. And then I get little bear note cards. I have no idea if those are sticky notes or not. Oh, they are Post-it notes. Hallmark, nice. Oh, that's not a bear. That's a bunny with very short ears. And then I got other ones, which I don't know. Those are posted. It just says notepad assortment. So probably not. Got a couple more bottles of fabric paint, which will go with the other fabric paint that I have. And a lot. And I found some jewelry stuff that I was making. Oh, that's what that is. My eyeglass thing I made with amethyst and garnet beads. Amethyst, garnet, and silver. It's like an eyeglass thing that you put on your neck to hold your glasses. I got one of those. It's kind of broken though. I gotta fix it. What's this? A piece of rope. Don't need that. Ooh, another pair of earrings that I made. Swarovski components. Found my earring cards, my display cards. Nice. Anyway, I bought some. I just didn't know where they were. Yay! More drug baggies. Those are always important. That's it in that bag. But having these earring cards will make it a little easier if I can get my earrings on them for the marathon. It'll be easier for me to hold them up. I'm not turning my camera on. Bye, Fix It Lady. I found a brand new pack of needs to be cleaned, but I don't think anything is damaged beyond being able to be cleaned up. Oh, there's 3 packs here. 3 candy sheets of leather. The suede. Like if you want to make like a wallet or a purse or something. Got 2 black and a tan. I don't even know what those used to go for. Let me see. These are pretty old. What the hell's one? Yep. Suede trim is what they're called. And there's no price on them. So I don't know what they were. But I know I've had them a while. So they basically need to be brushed out, but well, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to inspect them a little better. And then I got purple and I got white tulip fabric paint. Never been opened, never been used. Slick fabric paint. Let's see. Dimensional fabric paint. Got white and I got purple. So I have smaller bottles of it that I got in a lot that I bought. So I got some colored wire. And I found a Swarovski brooch or a pendant. I didn't find all the ones I was looking for, but I did find one. And it is, of course, a purple heart, 18 millimeter purple heart. Heart pendant. I gotta look those up. I don't know how much they were. Plus, I got a whole bunch of. These aren't Swarovski, but I think these are Czech. Yeah. Czech crystals. The little orange paw prints. I was gonna make a. I don't know. Maybe they are Swarovski. You got little flowers. Huh. I just found a whole bag of Swarovski crystal beads. Nice. Those aren't. This is a combination of Swarovski and Czech. They got fire polished in here, and Swarovski doesn't do that. Yeah. There's a Czech. But it's a nice little goodie bag. Yeah, they're not oppie or sparkly anything, TG. I've never been big on brooches. Never really worn them. Oh, let's see. We got. Well, no, you don't got to see what I'm looking at because I'm not turning my camera on. I'm describing it. Butterfly charms. Oh, look at that, an owl charm. Natural brass. Oh, my hands hurt. 4-leaf clover. Celtic knot type of thing. That's what it's supposed to be anyway. No. Not turning it on. Tiny country flowers. Little buttons. And These little bubble things. They're craft buttons, but they're not buttons. They're just little iridescent bubbles. Bye, MKT. Well, you're going to have to just deal with being unsatisfied then, Dibble. Sorry. I got little lanyard hooks. So I got those anyway. I wish we had found my other components, but we did not. So. Simi, get to bed. Thank you, Pepper. So now I have more stuff that's taking up room in the space that I do not have enough room for anything in. I have no room. None. I'm completely boxed in. Literally with boxes. So. I got stuff piled up, like all the way up to the edge of my bed. If I roll over, I'm not going to hit the floor because I have too much stuff in the way. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So eventually I'll find the things that I need, probably after I need them, because I need those components and things. But I am finding other stuff that I can sell, so. Well, yeah, that usually happens when it makes landfall. Still, 150 miles an hour is toothpick's going to do a lot of damage in that weather, It's still crazy. Yeah. I just hope by the time it reaches us that it's quieted down a lot. Watching those mansion tours, right? And they do a lot of the houses in California, and a lot of them are cliffside houses where they have the big pilings and clarions to hold the houses up and stuff. And I'm like, and the developers and everything, they're like, oh, if you're going to be in an earthquake, one of these houses is the safest place you can get because we're right down to the bedrock. And I'm sitting there going, and what if the bedrock moves because you're in an earthquake? I'm like, do you guys think it's just dirt that's moving around? No, the tectonic plates, which are rock, are shifting. The hell? And then they show all these videos, on the news and stuff of cliff houses falling into the ocean and shit. And I'm like, yep, that's safe. No, thank you. But I love how they try and justify it. Oh, these are the safest houses you can be in. Yeah, until it hits the ground. I've watched freaking Lethal Weapon. What is it, 3 or 4, and they pull the house down? No, I'm good, thanks. I mean, seriously, they might be really safe, but if the ground underneath that house shifts, those big, huge pillars, those concrete that they have right down to the bedrock, are going to shift too. So, and the earth don't care about the millions of dollars you spend on your house. And I'm looking at all this glass and all these houses, and I'm like, nope. And they're like, look, you have all this privacy, and yet you have like three houses on different sides of you that are all up higher than you or right next to you that can see directly into your house. How exactly is that private? Not to mention you have floor to ceiling windows, and I don't mean floor to normal ceiling. I mean floor to the 20-foot ceiling windows that are not darkened or anything. So you turn the lights on in your house or whatever, and everybody can see everything that's going on. It's like a little TV show. Live and not Memorex, you know. I'm like, I'm not gonna live my life on display. Thank you. I don't understand how people can enjoy living in a fishbowl, you know. Now the ones that are out on a cliff all by themselves, yeah. Because shit, the only way anybody's gonna see in your house that way is if they go rock climbing or they have a drone. But anywhere that a telescope could see, it makes it not private. And I think of these things because I don't like people staring at me in my house. It's happened. It's creepy. You know, they did one in they've done a few in New York City. And they're like, look at this gorgeous view. You can see right down into Central Park. I'm like, yes, and the bums in Central Park can see right back up into you. You know, like, I don't care if you're on the 50th floor. You turn those lights on, they can see everything going on. Not to mention you have other skyscrapers around you that can look directly into your house. You know, and we see it in movies all the time. People watching people through windows and shit. And I mean, it happens, you know. Hey, my badass, how goes it? So, yeah. My thought was if I'm going to pay millions of dollars for a house like that, it better be secluded where nobody going to be looking in my windows. You know what I mean? Because when I want privacy, I mean I want privacy. I mean, some of these houses have a it's got an ocean view, right? And that's great, but it's not directly on the ocean or anything. There are houses in between you and the ocean. And like their master bathroom will be like on a whole wall of glass. So they're like, look, you get these amazing views from inside your bathroom. And I'm like, yeah, and imagine the views other people are getting into your bathroom. Because they got the toilet right next to a big clear glass. No. You know? Why would I want to go to the bathroom next to a big clear piece of glass that anybody, I mean, TG might, but no, no, frost that shit or something. You know what I mean? Ugh, I'm like, who thought of this? Why did you think this was a good idea? Nobody needs to watch anybody else go to the bathroom. Save that pervy shit for your porn hub, you know? I'm like, yeah, and they have that too. Honest, they have the big walk-in shower and it's just all glass. And even to the outside, it's just all glass. I'm like, no. I'm like, I believe in transparency, but that's ridiculous. I mean, I don't mind if it's glass on the inside of the bathroom because, I mean, if there's going to be somebody in your bathroom, obviously you have intimate knowledge of them anyway, and it doesn't matter. But to have everything exposed to the outside like that is ridiculous. It, Although I will say there were a couple of houses that were in the tropics that were in the Mediterranean that actually had outside showers. They were blocked in on all four sides, but they were completely open air at the top, and those were kind of cool. No, I don't want to show people my nibbly bits. And believe me, nobody wants to see them. See, for me, I don't let anybody in the bathroom with me. Mm-mm, ever. I mean, John did prison time, so he was very, very casual about everything to do with everything. Don't do it, it's a scam. Okay. Um, and if he had to use the bathroom and I was in the shower, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm coming in. I got to use the bathroom." And I'm like, "I'm in the shower." And he'd be like, "Yeah, you're in the shower. It's frosted glass. You're fine." I'm like, "Nope. I have to hang a towel on the door and wait until he's done." And I'm just the bathroom has always been a very private area for me. Do not interfere with that. And I don't want anybody in there when I'm on the toilet. Uh, I wouldn't allow animals or kids in the bathroom with me. Mm-mm. Nope. So John, on the other hand, just leave the door open and do whatever he wanted to do. He didn't care. But no, for me, the bathroom was very personal, private. The only allowance I made to that is because we had a garden tub in the mobile home, and John and I did take a bath together. Wasn't really a well, it was supposed to be a bath. It was anyway. It was together, and it was in the tub. Um, but that was about the only exception. Hot tubs don't count; they're a totally different thing. But yeah, I mean, it's probably because I was an only child. I didn't have people running in and out of the bathroom while I was going pee or anything. So it's just very private area, private time for me. And if people can't respect that, they got punched in the head. Not that I punched the animals or the children, but John did get hit a couple of times because he didn't listen. But the animals and the kids did get kicked out. Or I had the door locked. They're banging on the door. You don't stop banging on that damn door. You know, little cat paws coming under the door and shit. Yeah. Respect the boundaries that I have set for you. It's just a thing. So I'm cringing when I'm seeing some of these open concept bathrooms. Not the open concept internally, but expose your exposure to the outside. I'm like, no. I mean, no. I mean, you pay $40 million for a house and you got to practically pee outside. Come on, what is that? Expose your everything is what you're doing. Like, nope. Uh-uh. I mean, hey, if you're into voyeurism and you want people to watch you taking a shit, that's up to you. But no, it would make me immensely uncomfortable to go to the bathroom in a bathroom like that. Ew, TG. But at least you had walls around you that were not made of glass. It boggled my mind when I saw it. I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, tell me that that's that touch glass that you can touch it and it frosts out. Have you guys seen that? It's the coolest shit. I mean, you just push a button or touch the edge of the glass, and it will frost itself out, so that you can't see through it. And I'm like sitting there going, please tell me that that glass does that. But nope, it didn't. Because then I could understand it. That's fine. If you want people looking at your toilet, that's great. But when you're going to use it, you'd be able to frost the glass. But no, it's just no frosted glass. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you in that situation. See, I would have a problem doing that right now. Can't hover on one leg. It's not happening. So I don't know. Kudos to the people that can do that though. That would be able to deal with a bathroom like that. I can't do it. In that instance, I'd be like, do you have a bathroom that is in the center of the house and has no windows? That'd be great. Thanks. It's when you bring one of those shiwis with you, Dibble. The only time that's not going to help is if you have to go poop. Yep, some girls can do it. My friend Rose could. She could stand up and pee. I don't know. Some of the yeah, some of the scenarios for these rich and famous homes are absolutely ridiculous. And the way they have them staged, I'm like, because some of them are brand new construction and they've never been lived in. So they stage them, like set it up how you would if someone were living there. And I'm like, who the fuck needs 400 bottles of wine? You know what I mean? These wine cellars or wine. They had one that the wine rack. It was a refrigerated wine rack. It was wine storage. It was in like the middle of the house, and it rotated all the way up to the second floor and back down again. And it's so that you can open it at the top, grab a bottle of wine, go into your master bedroom or whatever to have your wine. So you don't actually have to carry the wine up the stairs. I'm like, how fucking lazy is that? I'm like, wow. But yeah. Crazy. Paul went live in a hurricane. That doesn't surprise me. You better be careful. Yep, Bobby. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Dibble. Storm surge is going to be big. Larry was all like, if anybody sees a tornado, get video. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's dangerous. Just get your ass inside and put your head between your knees and kiss your butt goodbye, but don't video tornado. Larry wants to be a storm chaser. I don't think he realizes that you have to do that with experienced people first. You can't just start storm chasing. You're going to get hurt. So to encourage other people to just stand outside and take tornado video is not really good. It does. It gets him very excited. He's all like, I want to see a tornado. Well, that's great, Larry, but do it with experienced people who know the nature of tornadoes and which way they're going to go. And they can see the signs when they turn so they can get the fuck out of the way. You know what I mean? there's a skill to it, and you can't just be like, oh, I want to chase a tornado and then do it. Um, you might get lucky and be okay, but chances are not. A lot of people get hurt doing that. And I definitely don't want people outside taking video of tornadoes because they could, I mean, be like, oh, look, a tornado. I'll get some video for Larry. No, don't do that. Go into whatever shelter type of situation that you've got. You know what I mean? He does get very excited with storms, though. Super excited. So this is fun. Yep. I don't know if they still do or not, but I had friends that lived in Tampa. So hopefully they're okay if they're still there. I haven't heard from them in a long time. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much all of Florida is covered in storm right now. Just hope everybody stays safe. According to the news press, Hurricane Ian floods Fort Myers Beach way worse than Irma did. Let's see if I can get this picture up here so I can see it. So I'm looking at the path. And of course, it's going to take forever to load. Now it says it's loaded, but I got no map. I just have a map. I don't want just the map. I want the whole path. That's why I clicked on the fucking thing. Come on. Yeah. Wow, this thing's. Oh, now they've got the eye of the storm practically coming over where I am. Lovely. See, it looks like it's gonna hit St. Augustine, Jacksonville area between Thursday and Friday. The eye of it, anyway. Hey, Anvil. Mm-hmm. And I've got South Carolina, Charlotte. Uh, this map sucks. Looks like it's coming into South Carolina Friday at 8 o'clock at night until 8 a.m. So it'll be over South Carolina for about 12 hours. Friday. Friday night to Saturday morning. Okay, Anvil. So it's so weird to know that that storm is hitting right now, right? But it's not going to reach Victoria's area until between Thursday and Friday, 8 and 8. They've got everything going by 8s here. So today's Wednesday. So they've got to go through the winds and all the bullshit and the rain and everything for 2 days before the eye gets to them. Craziness. Not sure, Envil. Haven't really heard from any of them, but it's pretty much covering Florida right now. I don't think the eye has hit Florida yet, but the bands of the hurricane are doing some damage. What for my show, Debbie? Saturday. Oh, you mean for it'll be in the area. Hopefully it's downgraded by then, by the time it gets to South Carolina. I mean, the last I had heard, the thing I'm looking at isn't giving me really accurate anything. But from what I had heard yesterday, it's supposed to downgrade to a 4 or a 1 by the time it gets over the Jacksonville side. So that means hopefully it will be downgraded even more by the time it gets through Georgia and into South Carolina. Hopefully. Scary, scary. It's a scary thing when you have no control over your environment, you know? Trying to figure out what this one ring is. Oh yeah, it's my Celtic knot ring. Wow, that's dirty. Well, you can tell that's sterling. Ooh. That is very dirty. And somehow it got smashed on something. It's got some damage to it. That's personal ring though, I'm not selling that. See if I can find my loop-de-loop. I want to check my gold ring because I can't remember if it was 14 karat or 18 karat. Ugh, making a mess. Yeah, wow, my loopy broke. Huh. That's interesting. I mean, just it's one of those ones that has like it closes, has a little cover on it. The little cover just fell off it. I'm like, alrighty then. So much for keeping the lenses clean that way. Hmm. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Oh, fish and chips. I love fish and chips. Hmm. Hmm. Feeling lucky he's not here because that ring light there is not marked. Hmm. Which means now I got to test the stone on it too. But kind of so lucky he's not here right now. I don't have an air fryer. I've never used one. Yeah, you don't have to use as much oil with the air fryers, which is nice. It's not as greasy a mess. Which is a good thing. Yeah, if you do it wrong, it can be a horrible mess. It's because it's weird. I was watching a thing on air fryers, mistakes people make while cooking or something, and one of the things was air fryers. And some recipes you can make exactly like you would make it any other way. You just put it in the air fryer, same amount of time and everything. Hey, Donna. Um, Other things you have to adjust, cooking times or whatever. So it's tricky. It's definitely a learning process. Dibble's sending you a boat, Donna. How's everything in Florida? You all right? Yeah, I believe it. Dibble was saying she was watching storm surges in Tampa and that was going over cars. Not to mention all the rain that's getting dumped on you guys. Yep. You guys, it's not supposed to get over to the Jacksonville area until like Friday night or Friday morning or something. So I don't know where you are between that and where the storm is now, but yeah. Hopefully it'll keep downgrading, you know. But it's funny because they're measuring the whole thing by the eye wall, like where the eye wall is. Nobody gives a fuck where the eye wall is. That's calm weather. You get to the eye of the storm, it's calm. They don't mention that the thing's been on Florida for how long now? You know what I mean? Battering Florida, but oh, the eye wall's not here yet. Well, that's nice. Meanwhile, the rest of the state is drowning. Oh, the eye's going over you right now? Yeah. So, I was trying to look up to see when it when the hurricane itself was at Florida, and like when it was making landfall. But they only talk about the eye wall making landfall. Well, I don't give a fuck about the eye wall. I want to know where the storm is. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I hope you guys stay safe and it's okay. And just remember, whatever Larry says, don't go out and take pictures of tornadoes because that's crazy. Aw, thanks, TG. We were talking about that. I mean, he gets very excited about tornadoes, but still, it is not worth it. Do not go outside and take pictures. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Well, I hope you guys all stay safe and that nothing drastic happens to either people or property. Hey, Cajun. Yeah. And when everything is just all of a sudden still after all that chaos and then it comes right back again, yeah, it's very creepy. I went through a hurricane when I was a teenager. My my side piece at the time actually was driving me home during a hurricane. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, the winds were strong enough to knock planes over at East Coast Air Tech and the airports and all that. Yeah, side piece. Well, it was my oldest's father. We were never ever together, and we just fooled around once in a while. So, yeah, Katrina brought out the best and worst in people. What? Never, ever, ever. What? Had to be more specific than that, Dibble. Well, we were never together. Together, like we were never boyfriend and girlfriend or anything. So I was more like his side piece. He always had a girlfriend. That's why I wouldn't commit to him because he always cheated on his girlfriends, usually with me. Hey, I wasn't the one that made the commitment. I changed that perspective later in life, though. I won't, because I got cheated on a lot. So I changed my policy on it doesn't matter if I'm the one that they're cheating with because it still hurts the person they're cheating on. So I stopped. I don't do that shit ever. But yeah, but I would a couple of times he was like, I should have just gone out with you, and I was like, I would have said no. He's like, why? I was like, because you cheat on your girlfriend, you dumbass. Why would I sign up for that? So yeah. And no, I've never had a side piece because I don't cheat on people. I have never cheated on anyone that I've made a commitment to. So, what locker room talk? What are you talking about, Dibble? Hey, Lisa. Yeah, Cajun, it's sad. I'm doing all right. Not feeling great. Tired. But we're still mushing on. I got blasted last night with the worst migraine ever. Oh my god, my head it just like instantly hurt so bad. Huh. My suggestion would have been stop being with an asshole, then you can pick somebody else. If you are not happy with the one you're with, then stop being with the one you're with. No idea with it, Lisa. It's just part of my life. Weird shit just will happen. It's not my head, it's something else, so. Aw, thanks. Appreciate that. Actually, probably not going to be on for too much longer. I'm going to need to lay down. But I appreciate you stopping in. I definitely do. Okay. Well, you're late because it's 4 o'clock now. At least Eastern time it is. Oh, I need my back scratcher. As long as the cat doesn't attack me. You know, the one cat will ignore this thing and just pay absolutely no attention to it. The other one, she sees me pull out the back scratcher and she is all over it. Usually while I'm trying to use it, which is not the kind of scratches that I want. All right, we made it safely. No attack cat. Have a great day, Lisa. Well, good. So it's decreasing. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Problem is, you don't want to slow down too much either because even with lower wind speeds, if it's hovering over an area, it's still going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Donna, go outside and tell it to go away. I told Victoria to put those damn banana poops outside. That would scare it away, but she wouldn't. I said, if you see a tornado, throw those banana poops out the window. They'll annoy it enough that it will go the other direction. Yeah, don't go outside. Yeah, slowing means floods. Dumping all that water continuously. See, I don't think I really have to worry about flooding where I am. I'm actually on a hill, but we have a storm drain that it's the old drainage system, and they redid it down to street level. It used to run behind the houses. Now they've blocked it off, and but it's not completely blocked off. So when we get heavy rains, we basically get a water fountain in the side yard, and it just there's like a river running down to the street. It's pretty crazy. And we tried everything. My landlord, the landlord that owns the property next door, because it's in between the two, almost directly in between the two, like on the property line. They tried talking to the water people and the city, and nobody will fix it. They like, oh, it's you guys' problem. Well, it's your problem. Well, it's your problem. Well, it's your problem. Nobody wants to pay the money to have it filled in, so it won't do that anymore. So it just has runoff. It's pretty cool to watch, though, a big water fountain in your side yard. I'm like, look, we have a water feature, and we didn't have to pay thousands of dollars for it. Yeah, well, I mean, I've got nine steps, nine steps that come up to my porch. My ramp, they had to do going down the one side of the porch, and then it has a landing, and then it comes back again on itself again. So, the front half of my house is up pretty high, and there's still more hill. It keeps the neighborhood keeps slanting downward. So, and then there's a big culvert at the bottom for runoff and things like that. Of course, the rattlesnakes won't be happy because they're all living in it right now, where they hang out. But as long as it's down there, not over here, I'm good. I should say we've never had any flooding issues up to this point. We've had storms come through, but like I said, usually the storms miss my little corner of South Carolina because I'm in the top northwest corner in between Georgia and North Carolina and Tennessee, I think. No, what the hell is in? I don't know. I'd have to look at the map again. But yeah, top northwest corner. So usually it just skims by us. We'll get winds in the outer bands or whatever, but um, storms don't actually hit my area directly. This one is going right over it. So hopefully it has downgraded drastically by the time it gets here. Kentucky. Okay. Yeah, that corner right there. That's where I am. About 45 minutes away from Greenville, towards the Georgia border. That's where I be. And I'll tell you, it doesn't look like anybody in my neighborhood has done anything to prepare for any kind of storm. People across the street still have their Halloween decorations out. They got all the porch on the furniture, all that stuff, which I mean, it's not supposed to be here until Saturday or Sunday, but it doesn't look like anybody doing any kind of prep. You know what I mean? My other neighbor's got his barbecue stuff still out and his table and chairs, and he's got like 3 or 4 sets of tables and chairs over there. When I say they have parties, I mean it. They have a lot of people. But I have no place to put my table and chairs. I have a glass table that's out on my porch, and I think there are 2 or 3 kitchen chairs out there. If they go, they go. Nothing I can do about it. I got no place to put them. Oh wow, you can share your ring videos. That's pretty cool. I have pool envy now. Because I know that's your pool. Why does it seem like your ring is like a foot off the ground, Donna? I can't hang the chairs on the wall on the porch. Yeah, I got it. It's wet. Well, about 14 inches. Well, there you go. I always think of ring videos as like on your doorbell. You know what I mean? So I was like, how is that? Wait, that's the pool. What? I got it. I can understand that. I'd want to know if my pool overflowed too. That's pretty cool. There should be another 5 to 7. 5 to 7. What? You know, I'm starting to feel like Larry. Are you talking in code? What are you talking about, Dibble? That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's. Oh, rainwater. I got you. Yeah. I am tired. But last night that migraine hit me at what 2:30 in the morning. Something 1:32. I don't know. I had been moderating for like 3 hours, I think, and all of a sudden, I got hit in the head with a brick, and I was just like, "Oh, what the hell!" And I mean, the light from the computer was killing me. I was nauseous. I was like, I had to let Kim know I gotta lay down. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but oh, I'm dying right now. And I laid down and I was just trying to get sleep. I've been trying to sleep like ever since. I'll get like a half an hour to an hour and wake up, and half an hour to an hour and I'll wake up. And I'm like, of course, I also ran out of cigarettes and having the breathing issues again. The vape is irritating my lungs, but yeah, Donna's Central Florida, almost in Texas, Central Florida, which in this case is not necessarily a good thing, since she'll get hit with the storm before other people that we know. Looks like Paul stopped recording. Hopefully he's okay. Not the time to be out with video, you know? Yeah, get your water wings ready. I was like, sends water wings to Victoria along with a helmet because she was worried about the tree coming through the house and hitting her in the head. So I sent her a helmet too. I love Victoria. I'm glad that Todd is home with her because she was kind of freaking out bad. She gets herself worked up for a scenario that may not happen, and that can wear on your nerves really bad. So hopefully he's able to keep her calm. My mom used to do that too. She'd get herself all amped up for something that could happen, but probably never would. Well, there you go, Cajun. You have a kayak. Doesn't that hold like one person? That's not going to help. Goofball. You can put Baxter in the kayak. TG. Yeah, I would imagine Cajun. It's scary. It's very scary. And it seems no matter where you live, you're going to deal with some kind of environmental issue, whether it's flooding or tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes. There's always something. The planet is always trying to kill us in some way or another, so I think it's funny Victoria tried to get extra insurance right before a hurricane hit. And they were like, you can't do that. Only Victoria. Yeah, Donna, I can understand that. Because you can't track them. I mean, hurricane, you know pretty much which direction it's going in. They can tell you whether it's strengthening or weakening, but a tornado can come out of nowhere. You know. Well, people prepare for earthquakes. It's tornadoes that are difficult to prepare for. I mean, when the finger of the god wants to get you, it's going to get you. You know. Yeah, Donna. She called to see if she could get a. She called. I guess she called to check to see if I think they had flood insurance or something. And when she found out they didn't, she tried to add it, and they said that because she's about to be in a serious environmental situation, they couldn't add anything to her insurance right now or something. I missed part of it because my mom called, but yeah, I thought that was funny. I'm like, only Victoria, as the water is coming up to her door, is trying to get flood insurance. you know, I love Victoria. Yep, we've had microbursts around my area. I don't think we've in my town. I don't think we've had a tornado in a really long time, but we have had microbursts. I remember when it was probably about 14, 15 years ago. Um, the landlord that John was working for, they had to come over to this area. Actually, he had the houses over here because one of the trees had gotten uprooted, and it was, I mean, a massive tree, massive. I mean, the roots were huge, and you would think it would have held up, but a microburst hit it and pulled it right out of the ground. So John had to cut that up for him. Well, that's scary, Donna. And it is so weird how like tornadoes can touch down in one spot and then leap over a house and get the next one, or they take out like everything in a farm compound except the house or whatever. You know what I mean? It's really weird. I can imagine why, Donna. Yeah, that was one thing that my daughter Kayla was always terrified of, was tornadoes. I don't know why. We'd never gone through one. We'd never even had one near us. But someone told her something that scared the piss out of her, and I mean, she was like 5 years old, and she was like, "Is there going to be a tornado? I don't want to die." And I'm like, "What?" You know what I mean? So it had to have been somebody at school scared the crap out of her. She was very highly suggestible. It, it was, and then it was hard to get her calmed down about things. Wow. Yeah, and that's even scarier is when it's dark out. You can't see what's going on. Well, I hope that nobody has to deal with any of that this time. I mean, if there's any kind of tornado near here, I don't have an internal room. My bathroom doesn't have any windows though, so I'd probably have to go in there, but I wouldn't be able to get in the tub. And the door won't close with the wheelchair there. So yeah. Wow, that's scary. Yeah, see, I don't remember too much of the one that I went through in Massachusetts because I mean I was a teenager. I had just gotten laid. I wasn't really thinking about the wind, although we did go over a bridge sideways. That was interesting. I mean, there's nothing like driving through a hurricane in a muscle car. It was a nice muscle car. It was a Nova. Um, but other than that, I don't really remember too much about it. You know what I mean? So I remember the fact that my parents weren't too happy that I was not home when it was happening. Got grounded for quite a while for that. Hey, Darlene. Oh, you got no notification. That sucks. And I do remember, hearing the news and stuff afterwards about the airplanes and stuff like that, but pretty sure it was still an Air Force base then. I hate getting stuff all over the bed that I will then end up sitting on and or having my leg on, and it causes irritations. The animals drag up dirt and everything else onto my bed. So if you hear a weird noise, that's what it is. Me trying to get crap off my bed. I don't like it. Yeah, Dibble was looking for you. She's like, "Where's Darlene?" Oh, cool. New video from Darlene. Although I hate to say it, you came in towards the end. I got about 6 minutes left, and I'm gonna end it. Oh, you finished another one. Cool. Yeah, Dibble, you better start that now. You got a lot of plans. Yeah, Darlene does awesome work. Awesome. One of the boxes that my mom and I found had art books in it. Not really sure exactly what's in them, but You know, there's some drawing books and different things like that in there, so I'll be going through that. I might sell some of those. Probably sell all of them. I'm not going to use any of them. I don't draw anymore. I can't really hold the pencil comfortably. The most I do is try and sketch out jewelry designs, and even me making jewelry isn't going as well as I had hoped. Aw, I mean, I hate it when people don't call back when they're supposed to. Were the geese in her yard, or they just decided they didn't want geese in the neighborhood? Well, that's sad, Dibble. Unfortunately, someone being a police officer or fireman, EMT, or even in the military doesn't mean that they have any honor or that they're good people. Yeah, but they can only do that on their own property. They can't have their dog come on your property and chase them. Assholes, Dibble, that's who. I'm sure there are other ways to deter ducks from geese from being on your yard. A lot of people, like my father, wouldn't want them on his yard because, goose shit. But I'm pretty sure there are other ways to get them to go away rather than having a dog attack them or, act vicious towards them. Yeah. All right, guys. If anybody has any links, I know Dibble will put her link in. Anybody has any links they want to drop in, go right ahead and do that. I'm going to be ending it in a couple minutes. because I don't feel well and I want to lay down. Damn, animals, what have you been doing? You got dirt all over my bed. Ugh. Yeah, well, bipolarism is no excuse. They have medication for that. He's just an asshole. See, I knew she'd drop her link in there. You go, Dibble. Yeah, everybody check out Darlene's channel because she said she's going to be dropping another video. Gotta go check that out. Chipmunks can be noisy. Noisy. They can be damn nosy too. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. And hopefully I had power Saturday and storm's not too bad and I still have internet and all that fun, happy stuff. So I will be back on Saturday if I'm able to. Otherwise, I will see you around the tube. I love you guys. Stay safe. Don't name it after me if you don't, because I wasn't there to enjoy it. And I don't want it named after me if I didn't have fun. Bye, everybody. Stay safe and keep praying for the people in Florida and Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina and everybody that's going to be affected by this storm. So, bye, everybody.